Parliament and the country experienced a seismic shock this week when the opposition launched a surprise VoNC motion against the Prime Minister. The secretive motion, which named colorful Ingan Knight Sir Peter Ipatas as alternative Prime Minister, was however short-lived. The Private Members Committee, PBC, refused to progress it any further at its lunchtime meeting to discuss its merits. Having overcome 3 previous attempts to overthrow him this year, the incumbent Marape survived the surprise move when the PBC held that the VoNC nomination was a waste of time. Marape tightened his grip on power when he later introduced the motion on the constitutional amendment, motions of no confidence. Law 2024 went through the first vote in which 79 MPs agreed for the bill to be amended, while 14 were against it. Opposition MP Chris Haiveta, a Pangu MP, sided with the government and gave it the 1 vote needed for it to become a majority vote. The motion will be presented a second time next February for its second reading. The VoNC motion, moved by Abu MP Sir Peter Ipatas and seconded by Wabag MP Dr. Lino Tom, named Sir Peter Ipatas the alternate Prime Minister, but the motion paper was rejected under Standing Orders 165 of the National Parliament and under Section 111 of the Constitution. Deputy Speaker Connie Iguan read the result from the Private Business Committee, which said, "For the above reason, it will not be placed on the notice paper."
The Private Business Committee deliberated on the notice of motion of no confidence at 12:30 p.m. at the Speaker's Lounge. The committee is aware of the very important constitutional motion and the process for it. We also note that earlier this year, a motion of no confidence was placed on a notice paper and moved on the floor of Parliament against the same Prime Minister on the 12th of September 2024, and an absolute majority vote was decided against it. We also note that this is a constitutional right under Section 111, subsection 1 of the Constitution, where it states that, and I quote, "Any member of Parliament is entitled to introduce into the Parliament, in accordance with and subject to any reasonable restriction contained in the standing orders of the Parliament, a petition, question, a bill, resolution, or motion." Standing Order 165 is a renewable restriction, which states under the heading Renewal of Motion, etc. The Speaker, in subject to Standing Order 213, the Chairman of Committee, may, in his discretion, disallow any motion or amendment that is the same in substance as any question that during the previous of 12 months has been resolved in the affirmative or negative, unless the order, resolution, or vote on the question has been rescinded. This motion of no confidence motion meets the requirement of Section 145 of the Constitution. Although the motion of a no confidence name a different alternative Prime Minister, its main purpose or question is the same substance. It is a notice of motion of no confidence against the same incumbent Prime Minister, Honorable James Marape. This was answered by Parliament with a majority vote of 75 against 32 for it on the 12th September 2024 during the previous 12 months. For this, the above reason will not be placed on the notice paper. Thank you.